Here we are. Hello and welcome to the platform, Talia.
Thank you so much for having me on. I'm so honored to be here.
I'm so
And I
honored
want
to
you to
have you.
introduce me everywhere I go.
Oh. There was a commercial, I think it was years ago, where I just remember it was like, what would it be like to have, I don't know, some sort of TV announcer or whatever with you everywhere you went? And they were like, they'd have these little like moments where somebody would just come in and like make this grand announcement of this woman entering a room or this guy entering a room. I just think it was funny. I don't even remember what that was now. Um, but sure, you can hire me.
All right, good.
Okay. I'll do it for free. Just let me know. I'll bring you on. It's so good to see you. In fact, Talia just had a birthday. Just had a birthday. It was Tuesday? Hey. The eyes might not be as sharp, but the brain still's going.
I got it.
Um so you guys wish her a happy belated birthday. So we're very thankful for you being here. I so very much appreciate you.
Thank you. Thank you.
So, Miss Talia.
Yes.
You've been actually, some of you all may remember Talia. She's been on my podcast at least once. I interviewed her as well for Week of Kindness. Um, so a lot of people probably will know a little bit about you. Do you want to just introduce yourself just a little bit and how you got to this place and what you do? And then we're going to talk about making work fun.
Okay. Sounds like a plan.
A lot. Yeah. Go ahead.
All right. So I have been coaching sort of informally for a really long time. Back in 2001, somebody turned to me and said, "You're going to coach me now." I'm like, "Is there someone behind me? Because I could have sworn you just said I was going to coach you." Right? So it's been sort of it's a non-traditional start, but everything I was doing was pretty informal. And then in the beginning of the pandemic, I started doing something I was calling Creativity Club as a way to play creativity games online with friends, just as a way to stay connected with friends, because I couldn't see people in person. And I started hearing things like, I don't like what I made, but I like what everybody else made. And my coach's brain was going, ooh, there's so much stuff here. There's so much to talk about. There's so much that is so real and human and that we struggle with so much that gets in the way of creativity and possibility and this. I don't like what I did, but I like what you did going on. And everybody else is saying the same thing at the same time. So everybody else liked what you did. You're the only one who didn't. So
Mhm.
it's I started developing a coaching program around this. I started the Creativity Club has become international. I have people coming in from different countries now. We play it every week. We missed this week because of American Thanksgiving, but
Of course. Oh my gosh. And I am actually so I've got a couple of links here, so we're gonna see which link you want me to put out here. But I'm gonna put a link to her Facebook Creativity Club in the chat here so you guys can also have that as well. Because it is just a wonderful time to come together, guys, and experience what it's like to kind of set your inner child free, set that creative side that we were just talking about, that how that gets shut down as we're getting older because we have to become practical.
I hate that
We
word.
can't just, huh?
I hate that word practical.
Right.
It has
Yeah.
been a big problem for me in my life. But the thing with the Creativity Club is that you can't do it wrong. There's nobody grading you. There's nobody going to kick you out if you say something silly. The whole point is to just get to play and to try something out. So even if you haven't been creative in a really long time, and you're not sure you can do it, you can do it.
Yeah.
We won't laugh at you, I promise.
Well, that'd be good because if there's drawing involved and it's people drawing, my stick figures can be pretty funny. Just
I'm
saying.
figure level myself.
We have plenty of birthday wishes, by the way, in the chat. Nicole says happy birthday. Shakima says happy birthday. Um, Jace says happy birthday. Lavon, thank you guys so much. Just Curious Commentary says happy birthday. So we have friendly, very friendly chat. Very friendly chat. Thanks, guys. I appreciate that. So okay, so the ever burning question, right? Of how in the world do we turn work into fun? How does how I guess first I guess maybe we should probably talk about it at kind of a if you're working for someone else, but I also want to talk about it from an entrepreneur standpoint because sometimes everything that I do is not fun. I just want to say it's not, but you know what I'm saying? But it's that dirty word practical, that dirty P word. So how do we make work fun? Talia, how does that work? How does that how does that work? Oh my God, everything is work with me. How does that happen?
Well, I feel like a number of different pieces that all get to come into play. See there, I did put in the word play. Uh, uh, because there are different things that make work unpleasant.
Mhm,
And so there's different approaches we can take to try to make it a little bit more fun or worthwhile or meaningful.
mhm,
So, for example, one of the things that as an entrepreneur and also when I was an employee would get in my way is perfectionism. I don't want to do something until I know I can do it perfectly. And so I never get started on it because I don't know how to do it yet. And so it's not going to be perfect. And I just have to say, creativity is a great antidote to perfectionism because you can't have in your head, it has to be perfect before I can start. And what happens if I try this at the same time? So going in and spending more and more time in the space of what happens if I try this can really loosen the hold that perfectionism has on us. And I just want to say, if you do deal with perfectionism, this is not a flaw. This is how we were designed, like how we have developed as human beings. It's a safety survival mechanism because way back when we were in small tribes, if we got kicked out of that tribe, we would die hungry and alone and mauled by bears. And so
mhm,
learning how to fit in and know if we were being acceptable to the group
mhm.
was incredibly important. And so we developed this I need to do it just right so that I will be acceptable to people is a survival level trait, but it's being used in non-survival level situations.
Yeah.
So one way to help reduce the perfectionism is to say, is this a survival level issue? Will I actually um, get fired if I don't line up all of the lines in my thing exactly right? Or is there still a little bit, if something's a pixel or two off, is that going to be acceptable? Right? You don't things don't necessarily have to be perfect to be good.
Well, the line from The Hangover, right? I mean, I guess it's The Hangover, right? But did you die? Like, it's like,
Exactly. Like,
what happened? Like that is so wow. And do you well then, but that desire for perfection and fear of getting kicked out of the group and then not being able to support oneself, though, do you find that if the more you're sitting in that fear, like the worse the performance actually is? Like if we can actually ever just loosen up just enough that your performance actually would get better.
absolutely. Absolutely. Carrying the burden of the perfectionism and the am I good enough and is this, I'm there's something wrong with me for not being able to do this better or easy or perfectly or something like that. Every single one of these thoughts puts more pressure on us, and it's heavier and heavier and heavier to carry. And so whatever it was you were trying to carry beforehand has just gotten 2, 3, 5 times heavier with all the stuff that we're putting on top of ourselves. So if we can take all of this off and say, okay, this is I'm being a normal human being. There's nothing wrong with me. This is something I'm experiencing and I'm trying to figure out how to cope with, but I'm not broken. You know,
Mhm.
I'm doing this well enough. I am good enough. I'm smart enough, and people like me. To quote Saturday Night Live. Um,
Hey.
um, right. So when we get to that, once we can take some of these other layers of things off, then all you have to carry is that original thing that you were trying to figure out how to do. Uh, but
Yeah.
you nobody can do all the things that they have to do if they keep piling on shame and blame and guilt and I'm not good enough. It becomes way too heavy.
Yeah. Yeah. How does that translate, do you feel like, with the entrepreneur? Do you think that that's magnified when it's you being solo? That feeling of, um, inadequacy that keeps us from being, creative, do you think that that's much bigger when you're an entrepreneur?
I feel like there's so many more places that we have to be good at stuff
Yeah.
as an
Right.
entrepreneur. You know, um, I'm not super technical. I'm not the world's best marketer or salesperson. These are not skills that I ever got good at. I'm good at the creativity part. I'm good at leading a group. I'm good at bringing people together and play and you just don't that's only a piece of what I do as an entrepreneur.
Mhm.
So there's so many more places where I can feel inadequate and
Mhm.
not good enough.
Mhm. Mhm.
But
Mhm.
that's why we find community, right? That's why I found you, because I needed some support, and you were there giving support, and you've helped me a lot with this journey. So I don't think we're meant to do it all solo.
No. I think that's so important. We're definitely not meant to do it also. And if I'm gonna, like, continue in this vein, right, it's fun to play solitaire, but it's a lot more fun to play gin rummy with somebody else, you know? Like, or I came up playing spades and bid whist, so it's even much more fun to have a spades partner and you 4 people are playing, right? Um, in finding community, I feel that that really can help creativity, AKA, which is why we have Creativity Club and so many other things, right, for people to be involved in with you. Can you tell us a little bit about Creativity Club? And then out here on I've got one, but it's for as a spiritual practice, and I'm not sure that's the one that we want. So I wanna be sure that I put the right one out here for everybody.
I don't actually have a Facebook page for the Creativity Club. Uh,
Oh, okay.
the Creativity as a Spiritual Practice is my Facebook group where
Okay.
we do some of these same games, but asynchronously. We'll do it on. I'll put a prompt up, and people can chime in as whenever they're available. Um, if you people go to my website, there should be information about the Creativity Club there.
Perfect. We'll send them there. So I apologize for that.
No worries.
Um,
I really
where
should make its own page. I just haven't. There's been so many other things to do. you know.
Yes, yes, I know that feeling. Okay. I'm not sure if I asked a question, and then I'm not stop you from answering
Want me
it,
to
but I
tell me
wanna ask this question here. As an entrepreneur, especially, but I mean, in any case, even if let's say you have a lot of responsibility or whatever the case is at work, right?
Mhm.
And we have so many things going on, and it feels like we have to create in so many different spaces. where would you or how would you recommend someone kind of calm the storm so that you can even start so we don't get not even just analysis paralysis, but creativity, like just shut down. Cause I'll shut down if I've got too much. I literally just go crawl in my bed and
Ooh,
there's a whole new season of The Crown to watch. Like, I mean, I could find a million other things to do. Um, how does one not shut down and just kind of open up that creativity?
I have sort of a two-pronged answer for this.
Yeah.
Um, on the one side, what I find is the heaviest is not the list of things I have to do, but the emotions I have around them. So, finding a way to look at what I'm feeling and acknowledge it and break it down into different pieces can be really helpful. I'm just going to give an example. You may have heard me give this one before, but tax time. I always procrastinate doing my taxes because like everybody knows why, right? But when I actually started going through and figuring out what all the pieces were, I feel embarrassed that I don't have a better system for managing my receipts. I feel resentful that I have to spend this time and energy working on it. I'm not sure if I'm sending my accountant the right information, and I feel foolish asking if it's correct, but I don't want to send them the wrong stuff. It's like there goes on and on and on, all these different feelings that I have about it. And when I can go through and say, well, I wish I had a better system for my receipts, but is it good enough for right now? Okay, let's just leave that for now, and it can go on my list of things I'd like to address someday. Right? But for now, it's going
Mhm.
to work. If I have questions for my accountant, well, I can jot them down, I can call, I can text, or I can just say, I'm going to make a guess and they'll let me know if I'm wrong. If it's, I resent having to spend this time and energy on it, at least I know that everybody else in my country is doing the same thing. Right?
Mhm.
It's not me,
Mhm.
not singling me out. We're all in the same boat. So once I can go through that list of all the things that are feeling so heavy and hard to cope with, I don't have to deal with all of them at once, but I can take each one and look at it separately. It makes it so much easier to then go ahead and do what needs to be done. So that's
Mm.
one prong of my answer.
Mhm. Mhm. Mhm.
The other side is that it the things that I love about creativity is that it opens up possibility. And when we get stressed out and worried, we tend to have our vision focused in and we only see one or two possibilities. And we don't see that there's any way else we can do things. And so taking some time and space to do something that's creative just for the sake of being creative, not to come up with a masterpiece, not to write a book out of it, not to, show it to anybody, but just for the sake of exercising the creativity muscles helps sort of warm up that possibility engine that we have inside. And then we can start looking at what else, how else could we do this? What else is possible? What is it that we would really are trying to accomplish? How else could we do that? Who else could we bring into this to make it more fun or to make it, to whatever it is? There's an infinite amount of possibilities around everything we do, but somehow we only see one or two or three things. We get this tunnel vision. So just opening up that space to play a little bit can make everything feel like there's a little bit more possibility. That was a long answer, sorry.
You know what, though? I'm gonna tell you something. Both of them hit. Both of them resonated with me, and I will be able to use both
Oh, good.
parts of that answer. Because when I think about it now, the things that I find the heaviest or the most like, oh my gosh, I like you can't stand taxes. I don't want nothing to do with nothing about, I don't. And honestly, when I get into it though, once I like start, it's not that bad. I make it a lot worse than it is. Um, and I use QuickBooks, by the way, and that's just been a godsend. So I've got it hooked up here, hooked up there, and whatever, whatever. But there are other things. I think one of the points you made earlier too is we tend to procrastinate about surrounding things that we don't know how to do, or we don't do them to the level of like you tell me to jump on live or to create a YouTube video or to create another video. Well, most of the time I'm all over that, right? Like that's easy. It's taking care of some of the other things that, or setting things up or creating something new. And I'm like, but I don't know all the ins and outs about that. So then I just don't do it. Like I will procrastinate and then it'll be like the last minute. And then I'll kid myself and say, oh, I get such inspiration at the last minute. Because I
There
put
is
on.
an element of truth to that. I read a really interesting book about how the brain works. And
Yeah.
sometimes we need that little adrenaline kick from doing something last minute to overcome that barrier to doing it. But it's not a very sustainable. And that's like okay every once in a while, but it's not something you really want to rely on for everything.
No, I can't do that. Like, I've learned now that I can't, put myself through those fire drills. Um, I guess what is it? The old saying, necessity is the mother of invention. Yeah, but it's also the mother of a heart attack sometimes. Like you just can't keep yourself under that stress.
Stress, and the stress is part of what gives you that extra boost to get it done.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's not something that's really sustainable.
No. So exploring my feelings around certain things, that is something I definitely am going to start looking at. Like, why did I put this off? Like, I could have been had this done. Why did I not? Why is this heavy? Why does this feel like it takes
Yeah.
so very much energy? But then the other part to that too, at least for me, I feel like, when I walk away from something, and I go play like a video game with the kids, or I go help them find like they've got all these craft things, that they kind of do, but kids want something and then they don't use it. So I'll just, oh, go pull that out and let's do it. And I've never been crafty, not when I was growing up. Like that was not my thing. But now I'm like, okay, well, let's do it and have fun. And then all of a sudden everything else flows. The minute I walk away and I just loosen up and have some fun.
Absolutely. You're playing. You're exploring something without any preconceived notion of how it should show up, how it should be when you're done. You're just having a chance to interact with people and explore something. That's play.
Yeah.
And that
Yeah.
opens up a lot of space.
Yes. That's
Yeah.
amazing. I love that. So Talia, so I know that we got the Creativity Club. We're gonna put Talia's. Can we put her website in the chat and put the link across the bottom? So, what other goodies can we discover on your website, my dear?
Well, there is a place on my website where you can get a couple of creativity games. So if you want to be able to go play some games on your own or with other people, there is a spot there for that. There's also information about the other places that I coach. I work with individuals and I also work with teams, especially teams that are remote, because this kind of creativity games can really help bring people together who aren't in the same space.
Yeah.
Everything I do is on Zoom because it's become international.
There you go.
Can't do it
There
all in
you
one
go. Yes. So you
soon. I
go
have
ahead.
a deck of cards that I've created, and I've got one of the difficult the places that I am not adept is the technical part, and I cannot figure out how to get the button to work to buy
For
these.
what? Which button do you need help with? We'll fix that.
Fine.
Oh, we'll fix that, dear.
So these are coming soon. But
Okay.
yeah,
Well, we're gonna fix that button. We don't need buttons not working. That's what I'm here for. I can help do that.
good.
So, yeah, so yes, she just created these cards. I mean, I'm like excited for the cards. Super excited for these cards.
Do we have a minute
Um,
game right now, or are we out of time?
you know what? I have some extra time. So if you, because I just remembered you said you wanted to play. Are you guys ready to play in the chat? This is going to be a participation, okay? You
Definitely.
want to play in the chat? Do you want some people to come? Do you want to see if anybody wants to come up, or do you want to just do it from where you're at?
Chat is fine.
Okay. All right. Okay, guys, we're going to play a game.
This is a game that I call a 4-letter word sentence. So we're going to take a 4-letter word. We're all going to use the same one. Not that kind of 4-letter word. A nice 4-letter word. Know what you're thinking.
Okay. Got it.
And so we're going to write a 4-word sentence with each word starting with one of those letters. So if you've ever heard somebody say fear actually means false evidence appearing real, that's that's the idea of what we're doing. We're going to write start, or if the word were time, you could write this is my example. But that's a really boring sentence. It would be much more interesting to write trouble ingests multiple egrets or something like that, right? You can do something as silly and outrageous as you like. I don't care if the sentence doesn't have a subject and a verb, right? This is not your English class. The point is just to play. So, Lisa, do you have a recommendation of a 4-letter word that we could use?
Oh, she puts me on the spot. Oh, and it has to be a nice word at that.
Well, we could use the word nice if that would be easier. Just
we could use the word nice. Let's start there. Use the word nice. So
okay.
we're creating a 4-word sentence using the word nice. You must have each word start.
Okay, so for example, nice could be noodles include common enzymes.
That was a heck of a sentence.
I play this game a lot.
Uh-huh. Start with each word should start with the letters in the word.
Yep.
Did not figure out how to. Okay, and we're done with that and back and add and. All right, here we go. Across the ticker, this is the game we're playing. We're creating a 4-word sentence using the word nice. You must have each word start with the letters in the word. In other words, the first word must start with the letter N, the second word with the letter I, the third word with the letter C, and the fourth word with the letter E. Okay, chat. Now come on.
All right.
Okay. Let's see.
Never involve crabs excessively.
That's probably a good thing. Naughty, impetuous children. Oh my God. I want this word for like excruciating.
That's perfect for everyone. Excruciating is a great word for that. Or air, maybe.
Exacerbate. Naughty, impetuous children exacerbate. I don't know. Here we go. Let's see. No inclusive communities exist. Wow. We need to talk about that one. I want to talk about that one. Okay. That's deep. Nicole is commonly energetic. Yes, you can use people around you. Let's see. Never includes ceasing excellence.
You all
I
are doing
like
an amazing
that.
job. This is great.
This is amazing. This is amazing. Let's see here. Nothing impedes common excellence.
Ooh, I like it.
Hmm. Or community excellence. That's better. Nothing impedes community excellence. That's lovely. Okay, here we go. Not intellectually challenged enough. Do we need to challenge you more, dear, in your day to day? Hello there. Hello, those just joining in. Hello. New ideas come easily. That's great, Lady D. Everybody's like really doing amazing.
Yes.
Everybody is doing amazing. Okay, couple more. Couple more. Can we come up with a 4-word sentence? Each word starts with the letters that are in nice. Okay, 4-word sentence. 4-letter sentence. NICE. Can we come up with, do we have any more? I like this game. And if
I'm
you could, go ahead there. Go ahead.
gonna say nervous internet can oh, what's uh now I'm stuck on the last word.
Me too. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh my
Anyway,
gosh.
exacerbate, but that's not the right word. That's
No,
uh
something
anyway,
for irritation, right? What kind of,
irritation.
yeah, something with that. Oh my gosh, Talia, this has been so much fun. This is a lot of fun. You guys go to Talia's website here. Go to
Joanna
Talia's website. Huh?
Joanna said explode. Nervous internet can
Explode.
explode. I love it.
Oh my gosh. Oh, we got a couple more. So Joanna's is exploding. Then we have now in consultation every day.
Lovely.
I like that. New ideas can expand. Yes. All these are fantastic. Yes, this was a ton of fun. This was amazing. So, you guys, I want you to go to Talia's website. She also has a free resource for you guys. Did you explain that already and I missed it? Or, because I was trying to type or I might have.
Yeah, I have a couple of creativity games there that you
Yes.
can download and get and play with those as well. Something
Awesome. Yes. And for the VIPs, you guys don't forget VIP offer $27. You're going to get all the recordings. You're going to get a plethora of offers, some free master classes. What do we have for the VIPs that they can gain access to?
I didn't fill in something for the VIPs.
Well, I tell you what, they can do. I know that you have one club where it's a little bit more like interactive or intensive, and they can sign up for that.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah.
I have a creativity gym as well as a creativity club.
Yes.
The club is free, and we just play the games and don't really talk about them. We just play one game after another, and it's really a lot of fun. And I would love to have you all come join me. But then the creativity gym will play something and then do debrief about it. So, what did we learn? What is the value of being creative? How can we take what we've learned from doing this and apply it somewhere else? You don't necessarily think that the 4-letter word sentences has anything to do with taxes, but actually, right? This kind of play and allowing for more possibility and practicing exploring what other words you can come up with is part of opening up space for everything else. So we talk about that kind of stuff much more in the creativity gym.
Yeah.
So, yeah, how about I'll offer a discount for the people for VIPs who want to sign up for the gym.
We could do a slight discount for you guys, and that would be amazing because we want and we also want everyone to get on that creativity gym. You guys, it's a fantastic value. It is already a fantastic value. So yeah, we'll put that together. But just know you're gonna have a link to Creativity Gym anyway, and then we'll just make sure on the website, right, guys? You guys go to Creativity Gym and sign up. Okay, whether you're VIP or not. It's really gonna give you an opportunity to work with not only Talia, but with a group and like have this fabulous back and forth ebb and flow of energy with others. And that in and of itself is so valuable when you can just kind of have fun and relieve some stress and just let it go. I mean, just let it go. If just for just a little while, just, one day a week, right? Let it go. Have fun.
Make a difference.
I love it. I love that. We have a couple more, and then I want you to let us know what you bring us on home, as they say in church. Never internalize creative energy. We're like literally coming up with there's like t-shirts here. Okay. There's entire slogans. Um, Naturally include community engagement. These are some great ones.
They really are.
Very, very good. Very good. Well, Talia, thank you so much. And you spent a little extra time with us. Thank you for the game. I love a good game. This was a lot easier and less stressful than Monopoly last night. So thank you.
Yes.
Oh boy. Um, and Talia, what would you like to leave with the folks today?
I I just want everybody to know that you are already creative. There's a lot of people who think that they are not creative. And I find that a lot of entrepreneurs think that they're not creative. And I look at them and say, you just created a business from nothing. How can you say you're not creative? But there can be this misconception that creativity is only art, music, singing, music, movies, some big, like creativity with a capital C. And yeah, we're not all going to be Michelangelo, but all of us are creative with a small c.
Yes.
And so nothing that I do in the Creativity Club is beyond you. Believe me, stick figures. I am not Michelangelo. I am not asking for art. I'm just asking for fun and play and connection and opening up a possibility. And we all can do that.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Talia, thank you again so, so very much. You guys don't forget to, if you have not registered, okay, if you have not registered yet for this whole thing, right? Please do so. And then that way you gain access to everyone's links. And I am literally, bear with me one second, Talia, I am bringing up your link right now so that, and if you wish to get access to not only her VIP offer, but to everyone's VIP offers as well, here is her link in the chat. And I want you to go click on that link and then register, and then you'll be able to purchase the VIP package for just $27. You just cannot go wrong. You cannot go wrong.
Well, can't really do better than that.
No, not at all. For all these hours, it's really a great deal. So Talia, we're gonna have to have you back on. We're gonna have to choose a game night some night on over here on YouTube and on Facebook.
That would be
And
fun.
we're gonna have to give people an even bigger taste of the creativity games. And we're gonna have some fun.
Awesome.
Okay. All right.
Oh,
Talia, thank
so
you
much.
so much. Thank you, thank you. And if you guys work for any companies and you feel like that your company could reach out to her and get her to come help you with your company. Okay, because she can do that.
I can do that.
Guaranteed. All right, Talia, we will see you very soon, hon. Thank you so much.
My pleasure. Thanks for having me on.
Thanks.